I'm very excited to tell you about a new program that we are launching in Batavia called Success by 6. It is our kindergarten scholarship program. This is a program that was started as a pilot project for CHIP in Batavia last year. There's no one that can tell the story better than our friends who are at the ground level working with the kids in our school district every day.
Being in Batavia for so long, when they told me that they needed me to be the homeless liaison, I laughed and I said, for who?
What we found is the school that we teach at has a very diverse population, and in listening to the parents and building bridges with the parents to help their children, we just realized that there were some inequities in early learning experiences.
So we have about 14% of our families are low income, which means they basically fall in the poverty range. But we also have about 80 students in Batavia that are homeless, which means they do not have a stable place to live. And we know statistically that each time a child moves, they lose at least 6 months of an education.
That does not help to empower a child when they walk in the kindergarten door if they've never had a circle time or held scissors or had those experiences that sometimes we just take for granted.
We decided that we would take kindergarten on the road, pre-kindergarten on the road, and come to Batavia Apartments and do a summer camp for 3 weeks to help these children get ready for kindergarten in the fall, get to meet us, get to see what kindergarten was going to be like, and start a little bit of structure.
If you go into a kindergarten classroom in Batavia, this is really, for many kids, the first time that they're really getting exposure to what it means to be a learner. If kids don't have that early exposure, it really does have a long-term impact.
When Dakota came to our summer program, I mean, I don't know how many times our jaws were on the floor going, wow.
What does small mean? What's another word for small? Something is
tiny.
Tiny.
Every experience Dakota ever had just stuck.
You ready? Listen for rhyming words. But wait, what are words that rhyme?
They have to have the same end.
Right, like bug and rug. They both end with
We thought, this is a little girl that every opportunity she has been given has just become a part of her.
We work with the Park District as a partnership to offer an extended day kindergarten program. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a stress for the families that can't afford it because it costs about $3,000 a year to participate in this program.
We knew she wasn't going to probably qualify for that additional support within Batavia schools. We also knew that she was still going to need some extra support.
We really had a heart-to-heart even with the family, as well as Sarah, who manages the apartments here, just to see, we have this shining star that we're just not sure what we offer her in a half-day program if she's going to be able to be there.
So that's what started our campaign to find a way to give her that extra additional support.
If you think about a classroom where there's, a teacher, she can be the most talented, amazing teacher in the world, and if she has 25 students in front of her, and there's a cluster of kids, even if it's 5 or 6, that are really having to learn for the very first time the very, very basic skills of what a letter is, what is a number. If kids are missing those skills, a lot of our teachers' attention becomes focused really on those students that are really at risk, and I think it takes away some time from students that really they've had preschool, they've had those basic skills, and they're ready to move on and learn, bigger and better things.
After teaching the summer program, I was so blessed and fortunate to have become Dakota's teacher. Dakota and I were writing in her journal this week, just captures what a bright little girl she is, how happy she is.
Great, you were already doing with your spacing.
She was talking about school. She just said, I like school because we have snack and lunch, which in kindergarten, that's what we're competing with, snack and lunch. But then she said, she is sad when she has to go home because I love learning.
What do you think you're going to be when you grow up?
Like a vet for the dogs and birds and because I play doctor a lot with my dog. She lays on my bed and she pretends to not feel so good.
The need for this kindergarten enrichment program is huge. I mean, right now we have 105 kindergartners that fall under that low-income fee waiver status, which means they're at the poverty level. I've had the pleasure of working closely with Batavia, UnitedWay, and Chip In the past several years. And it really came about because they heard about our kids. And just like I was 4 years ago, I think they were really surprised to know that there were families in Batavia that were struggling.
UnitedWay has been in Batavia for almost 40 years, and there's nothing we like better than partnering with our community to benefit the citizens who live here.